we're studying engineering and we're out here today because we're going to fight for our rights, and we've been lying down for too long. I'm not taking it anymore.
Education is the foundation for society, and it's what we need to move from surviving to thriving. And it's so important that people get out and listen to our message that it's important to protect education.
We're from St. Angela's, from Malvern County.
And we're standing against education to also protect the future of the young people of this island.
We're here because we're all sick of the cuts in the education budget. College is expensive as it is, and they're reducing the amount you can get in grants, but loads of people are dropping out because they just can't afford it.
Education is a key element into the future of our young students.
And we're here today to show solidarity with the students. Increasingly, we've seen the marketisation of education, and we want to get education back to what it is, a public good, a public right, and a right for all young people.
I'm here protesting for Trinity because of the constant education cuts that have been happening over the past 5 years. And we're just sick of them, and we thought we'd make a stand.
Because we believe education is a human right and it should be accessible to everybody.
1, 2, 3, 4, we won't take it anymore. A, B, C, D, education is the key.
Education is about more than just turning out people for jobs. It's about actual knowledge, it's about learning, it's about developing critical citizens, and it's important to stop them privatising and commercialising elements of education.
We need the grants protected, the maintenance grants and the back to education allowance. The government can't take any more cuts. Students are being crippled and their parents across the country.
Here from DCU today, looking to support the grant student services. Students are sick of the prices going up, sick of their support services being taken away from them, so we're here to protect that.
All over the island of Ireland, both governments are refusing to take young people seriously and invest in education. It's a public good, it should be funded as such.
Certainly are not going to accommodate any further cuts. What we need is a situation whereby the damage that has already been done is addressed and rectified. So we support the students and we support a quality publicly funded education system.
Welcome everybody to the Union of Students in Ireland, Rally for Education 2014!
I'm here as Elaine Harrington, as an activist and as a former student, and someone who, like many in Ireland, are almost deterred from applying for education lest they be rejected because they're not eligible or there's too many cuts or it's just not, there's no resource.
The thing is that students and workers are not actually separate groups of people. Many students go to work to pay rent, to pay fees, to pay for food, to pay for books. And very often, unfortunately, those workers find themselves in underpaid and precarious work.
Michael Noonan and Brendan Howland have a choice to make, whether to seize the moment, invest in our future by securing access to education and properly funding our educational institutions, or lose the day and let that opportunity pass them by.
Thanks above the water, hey. My feet can't touch the ground, it feels like I can see the sand on the horizon every time, but you are not around. Slowly
What works? Language, literacy and numeracy in training and assessment.
They do have to write, and it is a problem. They don't like writing, and I can appreciate that. I probably wasn't a fan of writing either. Unfortunately, there is a little bit of writing they've got to do. We don't make them write page after page after page.
When you're asking learners to write in the classroom, if you feel that they're not comfortable with the kind of writing that you're asking them to do, give them a model first. Show them what it is you want them to achieve at the end. So if it's a formal letter, show them a model of a formal letter, talk about how it's laid out, the different sections of it, and then ask the learners to attempt the different sections of it. Scaffolding a piece of writing means breaking the piece of writing down into parts, showing the learner how to write each part, and then helping them put it all together at the end, so that at the end they can do a whole complex task but in the beginning they're doing parts of the task only.
I think I'd use the glossary and see if they know the meaning of the word, but the actual word itself, I'd break it up into small words and see if we can break it down and really understand what it is.
The students have to do a lot of writing for the assessment tasks, so there's a lot of short answer questions, case studies and projects that need to be written. And then, you know, I encourage them as much as I can to take notes during our training sessions, because I feel notes are very important for them to refer back to.
I also offer my students the fact that if they've got a laptop computer or an iPad, they can bring it in and they can do their class notes on that. I might have short answers where they've got to put a letter in a box or tick a box. I will have some long answer questions. I try to steer clear of them. Again, the writing is an issue. If I bog them down with a lot of writing, I normally don't get an answer, or I get something that I can't read.
Every vet trainer needs to be helping their learners acquire the literacy and numeracy of their workplace, of that particular vocation.